If you are a YouTuber stuck at 100 subscribers or maybe a few hundred and you feel lost, I get you. We've all been there. But I've also helped creators like you get hundreds of thousands of subscribers in less than 12 months. And it's not because of the algorithm or some kind of cheat or very expensive gear that you must buy. It is something a lot more simple. So in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly what I'd do if I'd have to help you get 1,000 subscribers in 90 days or less. Starting with the one small thing that a lot of creators get wrong on day one: understanding supply and demand. This is something that a lot of beginner YouTubers get wrong. They start a channel based on what they like and what they want to see. And you'd be surprised how many times people told me, well, I like making these videos and I'm pretty sure that the world likes watching these videos, and then they get 0 views. Well, if that was right, and if you were right thinking that, you would not get maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 views, including your mom and your dog. If you want to get into YouTube and make this your real profession, you need to understand that YouTube is like any other market. There is supply and there's demand. And if you pick your niche, whatever you're going to talk about on your YouTube channel, you need to know what your niche total supply and demand looks like. The best analogy I can give you here is think of your niche as a big pond, and in that pond are fish, and the fish are viewers. Now, a great example how to think of other creators is that they are lures in the water with bait on it. The better the bait, the tastier the bait, the more the fish will bite that bait. Now, let's imagine that you are in a niche that is pretty saturated and is hard to really break out in. What that would look like in the pond, it would simply mean that there is quite a lot of fish, but also quite a lot of bait, and some of the bait is really good. So now you're fighting an uphill battle, especially as a beginner. If I am a total beginner, I want to go into a niche, aka a pond, where I know I have a good opportunity to improve something. I have a good opportunity to make sure that I'm going to put bait in that pond that feels fresh, new, and exciting. And if that bait is just bland and a lot worse than most of the bait in there, the fish are not gonna bite. So before you start your YouTube channel, ask yourself this: do I really understand what my landscape looks like? And if not, here's how you find out. Before you start making videos, really look at the landscape by actually looking up your biggest, largest competitors. Now, there's a few things that you can do. You can do it the old school way by simply looking up the keyword in which you want to dominate. So let's say that you want to be a cooking creator, or you want to be a PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds creator, to do a little throwback here. You want to make sure that you look up on YouTube, what are the channels that are doing really well right now? What is the total amount of views that these creators are getting every single month? And can I compete? Can I be better than them? Can I bring something new? And if not, then maybe this is not the niche for you. Another way to do it is by using a tool like 1of10 or ViewStats to look up channel data. Understand like what their monthly views is, who your competitors are, look for similar channels to yours. You want to have a great overview of what you're entering in. And don't get me wrong, if you are a beginner creator and you don't even really know if you want to do YouTube full time, just make the videos that you want to make. But that's not the point of this video. In this video, I'm going to help you to 1,000 subscribers the fastest way possible. So we actually have to take some serious steps to understand what we're getting ourselves into. Now, knowing the demand of your niche is a crucial first step. You want to set yourself up for success. So if you do this right, you do set yourself up for success. But I also see a lot of beginner YouTubers take this next step and do it completely wrong and kind of nuking their whole chance of having a good and healthy channel. And that is defining your ideal viewer and never betraying them. There's a great quote from a guy called Seth Godin, and it is, when you try to talk to everyone, you actually speak to no one. And this is actually where a lot of small growing channels die. You don't want to be for everyone. You want to make sure that you understand who is my ideal viewer, what do they like, what do they hate, and how can I talk to them in a way that it actually feels natural to them. You want to become that creator that they think about the next time they open YouTube and wonder, oh man, I wonder if he uploaded a new video, or she, or they, them. It doesn't matter. You want to be memorable. So don't try to be a vanilla guy or girl or they, them that talks to nobody. You want to be someone that talks to a specific type of viewer. Now, all of this starts really with your topic selection. I'll give you an example of a channel that I saw like a year ago where this was a really spot on problem. So the channel's name was Incas, and their first video got over 1 million views. That's amazing, right? Now, they'd made a second video that was also targeted at the same viewer, but then they made a mistake. For some reason, they made a video about if TikTok is getting banned. Now, this is not what your viewer wanted, Incas. They were fans of Mr. Beast or haters of Mr. Beast, it doesn't matter which it was, but they wanted Mr. Beast type content. And Incas here took a big chance to go very much out of that space into something new, and the views reflect that. Now, he did come back later on, but he for some reason stopped uploading. I don't know what happened to him. You should upload again, Incas. If you have a channel where one day you're doing a cooking vlog and the other day you're doing a tutorial on how to connect your printer, you're gonna have a hard time actually building a fan base, people that want to come back to you. If you want to get subscribers fast, listen very carefully. Be predictable. Make sure that your videos are easy to predict for viewers. Why? Because that makes it easier for them to stick around. If you made a great video about the lore of Elden Ring, or a shop log, or like try on haul that did amazing, do not deviate early on in your channel from that topic that's winning. If you want to get to 1,000 subscribers and monetize fast, you want to make sure that you're predictable and you build on the winners that you have on your channel. Now, you know that you need to be predictable to build a fan base. You know that you should understand what niche you're getting into. Now, the next step is actually something that also a lot of creators get wrong and leave millions of views on the table, especially early on, and that is obsessing over titles and thumbnails. You've heard me talk about it many times before, but if you can't get people to click your video, it doesn't matter how good your video actually is. As a beginner YouTuber, always remember this: before you even start recording your video, like I'm doing right now, you want to make sure that you have a title and thumbnail in mind that you know could do well for your channel, or does attract the right audience for your channel. For me, it's less about views, it's more about, do I attract the right type of viewer? And that is, in this case, a beginner YouTuber. So, how do you get better at that? Well, actually, there's a pretty simple framework to follow, and that is, before you even start recording, make sure that you have 3 title concepts that you know based on data on YouTube, aka other videos on YouTube that have done really well with very similar titles. Make sure that you have 3 of those ready. But also, another thing that not a lot of people talk about, make sure that you have 3 very different thumbnail concepts ready to go. Why? Well, you want to make sure that you are really spreading your bets and that there's a big chance that you will find a winning combination. And it's a lot harder to do this when your video's already up, you're getting no views, you're panicking, and you're making rushed decisions just to try and breathe some life into this video. So, how do you find great title and thumbnail options? Well, again, by researching on YouTube or using a tool like 1 of 10, I have a link in the description, or creator hooks for titles. Amazing tool to find great titles based on psychology of what works on YouTube. There are a ton of tools that you can use. There are a ton of things that you can do. Just one thing that you shouldn't do, and I'll tell you why: do not use AI. Because AI is very good, like ChatGPT and Claude, at doing a lot of things, but it's not there yet when it comes to YouTube strategy. So I hear you asking, like, what is a positive data point, Leroy? Well, if you find a video with a title structure or a thumbnail that really stands out to you, that has 2 or 3 times the average views over the past 10 videos on that channel, that's a great sign that whatever that idea was and whatever that packaging was resonated with a larger audience than just the core fans of that channel. Just make sure that over time, if you want to get to that 1,000 subscriber point fast, that you really accumulate these ideas. These outliers from YouTube, you want to accumulate them, put them in a spreadsheet. Make sure that you're building a big database in your head of ideas, titles, thumbnails that have worked before. Because the only reason why I'm able to get these creators like this one and this one to over 100,000 subscribers in the time that you maybe get 1,000 is because I have a very big database of winning ideas in my head, simply by doing this for 12+ years. Now, next up, another very important thing is actually finding ideas that can go viral for your channel. And I made a free resource for that, and it's called my Viral Video Decision Tree. And you can get it completely for free by just clicking the link below or scanning the QR code on screen, and I will help you by making the right decisions and increasing your chance of hitting that next viral hit. Now, last thing I want to talk about is something that is very apparent, but still a lot of beginner YouTubers completely forget about, and that is consistency beats needs perfection. If you want to get to 1,000 subscribers within 90 days, you need to do all the things that we talked about in this video so far well, to the best of your abilities. But the most important thing is to not give up when things get hard. That is where a lot of beginners go wrong. You guys ever seen that meme of that guy that is mining for diamonds and then he turns around and gives up just before he's about to hit it? A lot of beginner YouTubers do this. Like, they get poisoned by the idea that you need to go viral within the first 10 videos or else you're a failure. And let me tell you, that is not true. I have worked with creators over the years as a YouTube strategist that tried for years before they became one of the biggest YouTubers in the world. I'm not gonna name names, but you can think of a few. People that have really tried for years to perfect their craft and to actually earn that viewer's attention and earn those views. Do not fall into the trap of not being consistent. You want to upload at least one video a week. You want to try to improve every next upload by at least a little percentage to ensure that you're actually becoming better. Now, what I would do, quite honestly, I wouldn't even look at the views in the first 30 days. In the first 30 days, YouTube has no idea who you are, who to pull your videos in front of. Just make the best videos that you can make and really trust the process. If you do everything that I've told you so far in this video and you stay consistent, there is no way that you're not going to be able to get 1,000 subscribers and maybe even hit that 4,000 watch time hours faster than you think and be monetized and actually make money doing your hobby. Now, there are still a lot of things that you can do very wrong when it comes to YouTube, and I mean like very wrong. And there's a video that I made on that here on screen, and these things you should genuinely avoid or else this whole video was for nothing. I see you there.